I hope your Connect group was good today. I hope you had lots of good discussion about the Bible and how it impacts your life. What I want to do today in large group is I want to go around and I want you just to think of a story in the Bible and how that has related to something in your life. How that has related to a time in your life or a situation in your life, or even think of a story and tell about how it could relate to your life, possibly in the future or in a situation you're going through. So I will start. When I think about the story of Gideon, one of my favorite stories, that story has helped me through so many times in my life when I have felt like things were going bad, when I felt like things weren't going my way and I didn't know what I was going to do next, either with money, we didn't have enough money to pay bills, or different things that were happening, and it just felt like everything was getting worse and worse, and I would pray to God and it didn't feel like things were getting better. It felt like things were getting worse and like God was taking things from me. And when I think of that story of Gideon, that story was all about Gideon trusting God. And so God was showing Gideon that you can't do this without me. You don't need to do this without me. And so he wanted Gideon to fight the battle in such a weird way that only Gideon would believe that God saved him, and all of the armies would know that God won the battle. They could not say that they did it on their own, because God wants us to depend on him. And so I remember those times when I felt like I was alone, and then I began to see what God was doing, even in those hard times, and how he was making me stronger in my faith, and things worked out his way, not always my way, not always the way that I thought they should have been done, because Gideon would have fought the battle so differently. But God always knows what's best for us. And so that story for me always reminds me that I need God and he will do things right for me. All right, so MC, I want you to share a story from the Bible and how it's impacted you. And then let's just go around the room and see how many different stories we can share. Guys, I love you. I hope you enjoy this conversation, and I'll see you at the end for wrap up.